Hi guys, today we are doing the June Shop My Stash. For this video, I already picked out the products ahead of time. Sometimes I take you guys around or do like a mini tour of my collection and kind of show you everything and pick them out live. Not this month. I waited a little too long to do that type of a video for when I wanted to put this video out, so therefore I didn't get a chance to do that this time around. So I cannot believe that we're already halfway through this year. That is really, really hard for me to believe. I feel like this year just started, so it's like whew, whizzing by. So usually before I pick out the products for the month, I do a recap of the products from the previous month. Check down below for a timestamp for the new products I'm bringing in, if that's all you're really interested in. So without further ado, let's just get into last month's products. Take me back to Brazil palette. Really missing using color because previously I was sticking with a lot more neutral colors. I did a couple looks with this, including a video where I created like a purpley blue orange type of look. I also used it like a couple more times for other looks. Just very simple looks, nothing crazy, but I was able to kind of dip into like a couple of the pinks over here. My thoughts and feelings are the same towards this palette. I think it's a pretty good palette. For my particular needs, I like it. I brought in these two blushes by MAC. This is the MAC Earth to Earth blush, and this is their mineral line that is discontinued. So these are really, really old in my collection, but they were favorites. And here is the Hot Planet one, which is a little bit brighter than this one. I really like Hot Planet a lot more than Earth to Earth, even though both are nice. Earth to Earth is a little bit duller than this one, I think. Not dull like in a horrible way or anything, but it's just, it doesn't pop off the cheeks as nicely as this one does in my opinion. So while this might be something that's like, I guess, easier to wear maybe, I prefer this one to this one. It's just something to note. I also kind of toyed around with these two NYX blushes. This is Silky Rose, and really, really old blush. I don't think they make these anymore. And this one is Angel. And I was kind of saying I wanted to try these out and play with them a little bit more to kind of see how I felt about them, because I do want to declutter some of my older blushes and just wasn't sure which one or how. I just don't think they perform that great anymore, or I don't even know if they did ever, but compared to a lot of blushes that I have, these just fall a little short in terms of performance. I do like the undertones of these, and I think they're very flattering. I'm not really huge into straight up matte blushes that are dusty. So I do have some Tarte blushes that I like that are matte. So for example, this one, this is Thankful. I really enjoyed using this. This is more of like a brighter pink, like that has more pigmentation, which I'm not looking to look like a clown face or anything, but I just think this lasts a lot nicer on the face. Something about this that I like way more than these. So that's just another thing to note. I'm probably going to end up decluttering both of them at some point, but not quite ready just yet, but I can see that happening. I did bring in two brighter lip colors. This is the Coral Crush by Maybelline, and I enjoyed using this. I didn't wear this a whole lot. I probably wore this like 2 times, 3 times max in May. Yeah, I just kind of would rather wear nudes nowadays, but this was actually pretty nice still. I really liked it. It wasn't too much. I felt like it, you know, it's sheer enough where it doesn't look intimidating in any way. And I quite enjoyed that. So I did like this one, but this pinky shade by NYX, it's funny. This was one that I really, really liked at one point. It was like a favorite of mine, but I just didn't enjoy wearing it last month. I only wore this like twice though. I wasn't really feeling it that much because I have another NYX pencil that kind of looks like this, but it's like a little bit darker. I don't know what that's all about, but that's something to revisit. I was thinking about decluttering this one actually because I like the other one so much more. I'm not sure. So this is just another one to think about. I know, you know, thoughts change, but it makes me like confused a little bit. Like, well, do I like this or don't I? What's going on with that? I'll probably have to play around with this a little bit more. Which brings us to the two NYX Butter Glosses that I brought in last month. This one is Angel Food Cake, and this one is Tiramisu. And for reference, Angel Food Cake is down here and Tiramisu is on the top. So I've always liked the NYX Butter Glosses. I've always liked the formula, and I really loved like Fortune Cookie at one point. It's like the really light one, kind of like a milkier version of these two. I don't know, man. Like these two, while there's nothing to not like about it, because again, the formula is good and the colors aren't particularly bad. They're kind of just inoffensive, like pinky nude type of colors. Something about these kind of fell short for me this month, or last month. I don't know if this is the kind of nude that I like on myself. I don't know. It just did nothing for me. And the Angel Food Cake one, even though it is darker, you think that's gonna like really stand out on my lips. Didn't really do much for me either. I wore it to a gathering. When I was like looking at the pictures of it on, it didn't look like I had anything on my lips, which was weird. And I think you kind of have that expectation like they're nude and they're going to be great and you're just going to use them all the time, but that just hasn't been the feeling towards these at all. So I don't really get it. And I don't know if the expectations should be really, really high with these in the first place, like for what they are and the colors that they are, like what do you want? But that said, I don't really want stuff like that anymore. I just have a lot of lip glosses and similar colors that I like better, kind of a thing. Just like the other stuff, I'm not really ready to really let go of them. I could probably use them a little bit more, but it's just a shame. There's a lot of product left in both of these. We'll see, but could be the same thing as all the other stuff I mentioned. Like, I'll hold on to it, but we all know what ends up happening to stuff I hold on to that I don't really love that much. NYX Lingeries. I brought in the shade Push Up, which is this one right here. And Push Up is the one that I always liked better than Bedtime Flirt. And I think that's still true. Push Up was always like a favorite of mine. And I did like using it. I think it's a little bit darker. Like when I put it on, I'm always like, oh, okay, that's a little bit of a darker nude than what I expect it to look like. So I don't have anything like amazing to say. I still kind of feel the same way about both of these. I still like them on some level. Here's Baddest Beige by Maybelline, and this is a very easy color for me to use. It's not super, super light where it like makes me look dead. It does tone down the red in my lips and does what I want it to, so I still like that guy. I was using Truth Bomb a little bit more. This is one of my newer products, the Colourpop Luxe lip oils. I think it moisturizes and adds a little something without being a lot, but that's kind of what I expect for a product like this, so I've enjoyed using that. I brought in these eyeliners. So I really enjoyed using black a lot. I found that very handy this month, so I got a ton of use out of that one. Still like it. And I really enjoyed using this Maybelline Lasting Drama Sapphire eyeliner. What I do is I line the top of my eyes with this color, and I'll usually do like a brown on the bottom part. I like doing that because I don't want my eyes to look like super blue, but this isn't as like blue in your face as you would think. Like it obviously will swatch really blue. On the face, it's just really, really flattering and looks really nice without being super obvious blue at the same time, which I have nothing against a obvious color on your eyes, but if you're not looking to do that, this does both. Like if you look closely, you can see like that hint of blue, but it's not like screaming at you from across the room type of thing. So if that's what you like, this is a really, really good one, and it stays put all day. The Forever Green one is another one. Guys, I don't know what's going on, but I'm like not feeling a lot of things lately. I've actually said in recent videos that I like this. Besides like some sort of definition on your eyes, I haven't really been like in love with this color. Swatch is really pretty, right? But when I wear it, I'm just kind of like, It doesn't bring out the best in my eyeshadow. It doesn't do a heck of a lot. It always kind of worked and was a nice color to have that wasn't brown, that wasn't blue, that wasn't like, you know what I mean? Just some variation in your collection. But not totally in love with it either. So just some thoughts. So just keeping that in mind. I am going to be moving out the MAC Pearl highlighter and the Lou Manizer highlighter. I use these both in April and May, so they've ran their 2-month course that I usually have for 2 highlighters because I don't have a huge highlighter collection. Still really like these, but I am ready to switch over to a non-champagne gold highlight. This I try to get a lot of use out of because it's cream, of course, and I am trying to, you know, and it's old, so I am trying to kind of use it a little bit more. You can see that there's like a little bit of a dent going in there, more so than there used to be. Not that I have a comparison photo, but I know that I'm using it a lot more, which is great. And this is just a classic great highlighter. You know, people always talk about this one, and it's great. So I'm going to close up the Taylor Swift highlighter. I always call it that because of her. But yeah, I'm ready to move them out. Oh my god, can I stop talking now? This rose pigment sample that is by MAC, I enjoyed using this too. I thought it was a nice product. I'm glad there's not a whole lot in here though, and it's just a sample because I don't like love it that much. But I like having it and using it. I thought it made some nice, okay enough looks. Pretty. And I think it's like very daytime friendly. Kind of hesitate to say daytime friendly because I know that means a lot of different things for different people, but I guess for me, I'm a little bit more on the not super pigmented looks, even though I do like to create pigmented looks. I don't usually wear that kind of a thing every day. So for me, that's what I mean by daytime friendly. Like Pebble, Bareminerals. These are always so hard to hold up and show because I don't want everything spilling out. But this is just like a mauvey brown color, and I really liked it still. I thought it was good, even though it looks kind of boring in the container there. I still really liked it. Very easy to use. And I still really love the Gilded Quartz one. I really enjoyed using this, and that I know for sure. I will not be getting rid of either of these. I like them both. Not that I was like looking to get rid of them, but you always want to confirm that you still like stuff. So I still like both of these. Yeah, I did want to get a little bit more use out of the Physicians Formula Sexy Booster Ultra Black Eyeliner, and I did get more use out of it. Kind of have to stick this back in there a couple times just to get it black, really black. So it might be sort of on its tail end. So I am in the market for a new black liner. So I really do like this one though. I'm just really used to it. Maybe that's what it is. But I'm probably going to go with like a pen next time just to have something different. I'll be sad when it's gone. I really like this one, but I feel like I don't have a ton of experience with lots of different liquid liners to know like which ones are really great. I do like doing cat eyes or winged eyeliner. So I am looking forward to trying different ones. Let's talk about the products I picked out for June. I am pulling in 2 NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams. I always really like these, the formula. This one is Abu Dhabi. I always really like that. I'll probably have to pull the stopper out to get more out of it, but yeah. Compared to like tiramisu down here, this one is a little bit less pink or purple almost, sort of, that it just works. I've always liked this one. This one's newer. This is called Toulouse. This is actually from my mom. That one looks a little bit more purple. I just haven't got a chance to really use it that often. So looking forward to trying that. I'm pulling in the MAC Oak Lip Liner. And this is one that I always used strictly as a lip liner and always liked it for that purpose. And then I recently started using it more as like all over the lips type of product. So I'm still trying to judge if I like it as an all over the lips kind of product. It is kind of a dry formula, which I guess is kind of good. That means it's not going to be slipping and sliding everywhere, so it will do its job as a lip liner. But lip liners as lipsticks, sometimes they're just really hard to apply and they take forever, especially if they are a dry formula. So that is something that I'm keeping in mind. I might just stick with it as a lip liner, but in that case, I'm probably going to have this forever. Yeah, we'll see how I feel about it this month as I use it. I brought in 2 bullet lipsticks. This is Avon Rich Ruby. I'm actually wearing this today. I decided to wear it for this video because I haven't really worn bright lip colors recently in any video, so I thought today was the day. And I'm not going to swatch it because it's on my face. This is what it looks like. It is almost like a bright red, pretty much. There's like a hint of magenta in there. So I thought this would be fun to play with. And another one from my mom. This is the Rimmel lipstick in Soft Hearted. This looks a lot like that Toulouse color. There's Toulouse, and this one is Soft Hearted right here. So that'll be fun to kind of see both versions on me and see how they are compared to each other. They look very similar in swatches. I've only probably worn this once or twice. Definitely want to try getting more use out of it, and it is newer. For blush, I am pulling in the Milani Luminoso. Very popular, and I used this the other day. I really liked it. I have so much of this left. I don't use it a whole lot. Maybe the whole summer I'll keep it in. I don't know, because I feel like it still looks relatively untouched for how long I've had it. I'm swatching awkwardly right over here, and pretty. Sometimes I forget that I like it, but when I put it on, I do enjoy it. So I'm looking forward to using this more. You might remember this guy from Project Pan. I panned this peachy shade down here, but I kind of want to get more use out of both of these colors. This one is CoverGirl Golden Pink, and this one is CoverGirl's Classic Pink. I want to get more use out of both of these. These are all old. I still think I like them despite, you know, their age. CoverGirl, like, it's a lot of people what they start out using when it comes to drugstore makeup, or at least that's how it was when I was growing up. So it's like, in my mind, it has that kind of vibe, like it's almost like starter makeup, even though I know it's not, and it's come a long way since then too. I still really enjoy these, and I think they still have a really good reputation for their products, so that's good. I'm actually wearing the golden pink today, and I really like it. I just don't think it lasts that long on your face, and I never really paid attention to how long blushes last on your face. I never thought about it, but It's a thing, and I think compared to blushes that actually do last on your face, you kind of notice that difference a little bit more. So I'm excited to play around with this. The pink one, Classic Pink, is the perfect name for this blush. It's always been kind of flattering on my skin tone, I feel, so I'm excited to just get more use out of these two, especially since I panned the one on the top there. I don't have a lot of setting powders, but I did think it was time to roll out the Laura Mercier one and roll in the Peach Perfect one because I am just wanting to use this up. I still have a heck of a lot left. I had this in my unofficial Project Pan video. Not a bad powder at all. It's fine. It just smells really peachy, and sometimes that can be a lot for me. And I'm just gonna keep plugging along with it. I'm not like desperate to kick it out or anything, but wouldn't be angry at it either if I did finish it all, if you know what I mean. So I decided to bring in the All That Glitters by MAC. I panned this one last year in a Project Pan, and I just really miss it because I always loved this color. It's just so pretty, shimmery, just beautiful and flattering. Golden color without being super gold. It has kind of like a peachy warm undertone almost. I know you can like barely see it on my arm, but it just is beautiful reflection, so I always love that. I miss it. I'm bringing in Just by MAC. These are not swatching that great. They're not like super bold colors or anything, but this is really pretty, and I do like the finish of this. It's like a pearl, but it's not really in your face. It's just a pretty color, easy to wear. Bringing in the NYX Fireball. I haven't used this yet in a Shop My Stash that I'm aware of, so I pulled this guy in. I really like the formula of these. Look at that. Like, look at that pigmentation right there. It's just really pretty. And sometimes like the packaging of these kind of throws me off because I'm like, it just looks kind of a little corny with like the little bow right here. It's not like bad packaging, but you know, sometimes I'm just like, yeah. But it is, these are great eyeshadows, I must say. So all of my NYX singles that I have that are like these foily, metallic type of shades, I've really liked. And that cancels out how I feel about the packaging, so there's that. I'm bringing in the MAC Melon Sample. So I have a bunch of these like MAC samples, and here you can see this is like a peachy orangey golden color. I'm looking forward to using that. I used to have like way more of these like MAC samples that came in these little containers, and I got rid of a lot of them over the years, but there's still like a couple left in my collection. And I'm bringing in two Bare Essentials or Bare Minerals, whatever, eyeshadows. This one is the shade Chameleon. So it looks like this in the container, in the jar. I know you can use these wet, right? But I never do that. Maybe I will this time around. It has like a mermaid quality about it that I really like. I just don't really wear blues like this a whole lot, but I'm interested to see if I can create some looks with this. This is actually kind of a chopping block type of product because I don't wear colors like this a lot. And I think June's a great month to try a color like that out. So that'll be in. And then I also have this Bareminerals eyeshadow in the shade Celery. Yeah, so it's an interesting shade of greens, has a little bit of blue fleck in it. Interesting color. So this was on the chopping block as well. I don't really wear a lot of greens, but this shade of green I think I might like a little bit more, right? So gonna try that one out. It's been a while. I'm going to actually bring in Stila Kitten this month, and this shadow was super popular at one point, like really popular. And like everybody always talked about it over the years. You know, Stila kind of like fell off the radar a little bit there, and I still have this eyeshadow. It's a very soft eyeshadow and performs really well still. So I don't know if you can see that, but it is very shimmery, and I don't think my arm is doing any of these shades any justice, to be honest with you. There you go. So yeah, it is a beautiful color, and I want to use this mainly as a highlight under the brow, and I'm actually thinking about using this as a highlighter as well. I just have had this shade for so long, and it does have like, you know, a little bit of a dent in there just because the formula is so soft, so that wasn't really hard to do, but there's just like a lot of product in there, and I've had it for years, rarely ever use it, so I really need to make an effort with that eyeshadow. For eyeliner, I am bringing in the Rimmel Hurricane Gray eyeliner. It's the typical gray eyeliner. I'm wearing this today too, actually. I don't have a whole ton of eyeliners like left. I don't think it's a lot left. I got rid of a couple over the years, and I will just use them when I feel like it. Just want to make sure I'm not skipping over stuff. So while I am going to bring this in and get as much use out of it this month as I can, I'm probably going to rotate between a whole bunch of different eyeliners as I need to. So there's that. For bronzer, I'm only bringing in the Marc Jacobs one. Usually I bring in two. Yeah, I'm only bringing in one this time around and switching it out at the end of this month. Usually I keep my bronzers in for like 2 months because I don't have a lot of bronzers at all. So, but I figured I would just focus on this one. This is the Marc Jacobs Tantastic bronzer that I got in like a duo little kit. I think Marc Jacobs is getting rid of their makeup line. That's what I read somewhere. That's why like everything's been on discount. Yeah, I really like this. I just haven't gotten a ton of use out of it. And this is a little bit lighter of a bronzer than other ones I own. And while I'm not like really tan yet or anything, I did want to get some more use out of this. I am wearing a little bit of it. I figured June was probably the best month to wear this while you might be able to still notice it before I get like more tan July, August. Really like it. And you can see it here. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. I'm almost done. So I have the Liquid Illuminator Starlight Highlighter by Ulta that I did bring in recently, right? But I was just ready to keep using this. I really like this when I brought it in, maybe 2 or 3 months ago I brought it in. Really like it. Want to get more use out of it, especially since it is a liquid formula. I think it would look really nice over the summer months. But yeah, it looks like that. And I just enjoy tapping it in and using a liquid highlighter. So this is a little bit, more skin matching, say, than like the MAC one that I brought in and the Mary Luminizer one that I brought in, which are more like champagne-y gold, but yeah, it's nice to kind of switch it up. I did say that I wanted to use the Stila Kitten eyeshadow as a highlighter as well. So if I want something a little bit more golden champagne-y, I can go with that one. I forgot to mention this earlier. This is the Tocca Florence perfume. And it's not like a perfume I probably would have picked out like on my own, but I do like the smell. It is floral. I'm ready to switch it out because I did have it in. So I didn't really use it a whole lot. I started panning a couple of perfumes. I'm gonna bring in 2 body sprays. So I have Happy Vibes and I have the At the Beach body spray. Both are by Bath and Body Works. I used up the body creams of both of these scents recently. I was like so obsessed with this scent. Body sprays, they take ages to use up. So I'm not trying to pan these this summer or anything. I just want to enjoy them while the season is appropriate for them. This one is definitely more citrusy. This one just smells really like my quintessential beach scent. Kind of coconutty, a little sweet. I haven't smelled Banana Boat in a while, but I feel like it has like the same type of vibe. So really love this one. It's my favorite beach scent of all time. So yeah, guys, those are my June products that I'm bringing in. I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely consider giving this video a like and a subscribe if you found this enjoyable. I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!